What if less really meant more? More time, more freedom, more peace of mind. Now, I know downsizing doesn't always sound exciting at first. The word itself can feel heavy. People imagine sacrifice. They picture giving up things. They wonder if they'll miss the space, the rooms, the memory. But here's the truth I want you to hear from me. Downsizing isn't about less. It's about more. It's about creating a life that feels lighter, freer, and more in sync with where you're at now, not where you were 20 to 30 years ago. So let's really break this down. First, let's talk lifestyle, because at the end of the day, that's what this move is really about. Think about how much of your current home you're truly using. For many homeowners, the answer is surprisingly little. Entire bedrooms go untouched. A basement becomes storage for boxes you haven't opened in years. Formal dining rooms, well, maybe once or twice a year, yet all of that unused space still requires care. Heating, cooling, cleaning, maintaining, and every minute you spend on that upkeep is time you could spend doing something that actually brings you joy. When you downsize, you're not just moving into a smaller house, you're moving into a right-sized lifestyle, a home that serves your day-to-day needs, a space that feels purposeful, not burdensome. And that shift alone can give you back hours every week. And with it, the energy to actually enjoy your life. Imagine weekends that aren't dedicated by yard work. Imagine walking into a home where every corner feels intentional, where you don't carry the weight of unused space. That's the lifestyle shift downsizing creates. Now, let's talk about money. Downsizing often means a smaller mortgage, or maybe no mortgage at all. It means lower property taxes, lower utility bills, and fewer surprise expenses when something breaks. And here's the big one. It can mean unlocking a significant amount of equity. Think about the years, maybe decades of payments you've put into your current home. All of that equity is sitting there, waiting. When you sell and move into something that's a better fit for your life, you don't just reduce costs, you free up that wealth. For some, that means funding retirement. For others, it's about travel, or maybe it's about helping kids or grandkids. Whatever the case, that financial shift provides freedom and options that a too large, too expensive home just can't. And let's be honest, the stress of carrying more house than you need isn't just about the physical space, it's about the financial pressures too. Downsizing can relieve that, giving you confidence and breathing room. This one's huge. Downsizing means flexibility. Think about how tied down you feel when your weekends are booked with maintenance, or how limiting it feels when your budget is consumed by a home that doesn't match your stage of life anymore. Now picture the opposite. You can lock the door and travel without worrying about what you left behind. You can join community events, pick up new hobbies, and actually have the time and resources to enjoy them. That freedom, downsizing, isn't giving something up, it's giving yourself back the ability to say yes. Now, I won't sugarcoat this part. Downsizing is an emotional decision. Leaving a long-time home is tough. It's where memories were made, milestones celebrated, maybe even where kids were raised. But here's something to hold on to. Memories aren't stored in drywall and bricks. They live in you, in your family, in the stories you carry forward. Downsizing doesn't erase your history, it makes space for your future. And that future might look like a home that's modern, efficient, low maintenance, and located in a community where you actually feel connected. Maybe it's near grandkids, maybe it's near walking trails, coffee shops, or local events. Whatever the case, it's a home that matches who you are now, not who you were decades ago. That's not loss, that's growth. Let's tackle a few common myths, because these hold people back more than anything else. Myth number one: you'll regret moving. Truth, regret doesn't come from the size of your house. It comes from not aligning your choices with your real priority. When you move with intention to create more time, more freedom, more financial breathing room, you're far less likely to regret it. Myth number two: I won't find a home I love. Truth, downsizing doesn't mean settling. In fact, it often means upgrading. Newer construction, modern layouts, walkability neighborhoods. Smaller can actually mean better when it's designed for how you live today. Myth number three: the process is too overwhelming. Truth, yes, it can feel complicated, but with a step-by-step plan, it's entirely manageable. You don't have to go through it alone, and you don't have to figure it out all at once. Here's the good news. There are strategies to make downsizing smooth. You can buy before you sell. You can sell before you buy. You can even use temporary housing solutions to avoid being stuck in the middle. The point is, you're not locked into one path. There's flexibility, and the best choice depends on your finances, your comfort level, and your goals. The important part is starting the conversation early, before you're under pressure. That way, you can choose the option that best works for you and gives you confidence. So, if downsizing has been on your mind, consider this your sign. This is the moment to take that first step, not when you feel stressed or forced, but while you have the space to make the move on your terms. Because downsizing isn't about moving into less, it's about moving into more of what matters. I'm Yvonne Brank, a realtor here in the South King and Pierce County of Washington. Helping people like you navigate this transition is what I do every day, and I love to help you create a downsizing plan that feels exciting, not overwhelming. Book a call with me and let's talk about your goals, your timing, and your options. Together, we'll map out the best way forward for your next chapter. And be sure to join me for the next episode, How to Downsize Your Home. Should you buy before selling or sell before buying? That's one of the biggest questions homeowners face, and I'll walk you through the pros and the cons and strategies so you can move with confidence.